I reckon that lad's been killed by one of his mates. You know, been out on the piss, some joke gone wrong. Tried to wake him up the morning after the night before, dead. They panicked and they put him in the arcade.
Did you find out where he's getting his money?
Not sure how that helps us build a case against him, sir.
Do you remember it, that lad?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Now, you're not shitting me, are you?
No, I'm not shitting you.
The age difference, it's wrong. We shouldn't be doing it.
Steve, what is this about?
Sorry, Cheyenne, it's all over.
We're living in a leisure economy, Terry. We can't lose.
Look, I've read the brochure, Ripley. I just can't see how all this is going to happen.
Will you stop talking like a tart?
There's a bloke who talked to you called Carlisle.
What difference does it make?
He's the one to watch.
I want to tell you everything. And I want to know everything about you.
It's insane.
I know. Can I kiss you?
Remember who your mates are, Ripley.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
The Inland Revenue have issued a summons for full payment of the outstanding tax bill and accumulated fines. If you don't pay by tomorrow, the bailiffs come and start auctioning your assets.
My escape fund. But I won't hold that against you.
This doesn't even start to cover it.
Oh, what do I owe?
About 80 grand, all told.
80 grand? The robbing bastard. How did that happen?
Oh, it's very easy. You don't pay your bills, you don't return my calls. Put the expansion plans on hold, you might just be able to stay afloat.
I can't do that.
Ripley, you don't have a choice anymore. They will close you down.
I can't do that because I've already spent the expansion budget on this place.
Oh, so the only way you can get the money to build a casino hotel is to build a casino hotel to get the money?
I'm just borrowing from tomorrow. Have you ever heard of it? It's called economics.
I'm your effing accountant. Didn't you think you should share any of this with me?
Well, I didn't want to worry you.
You could remortgage the arcade for short-term funds, though it's not a great idea.
And that's what we'll do. You're going to get the golden goose. You've got to slay a few giants.
Not interrupting anything, am I? We now know that Mike Hooley died from a blow to the head with a blunt instrument. His blood test turned up a cocktail of stimulants which speeded up his heartbeat, so that when he got the head injury, it sped up the cerebral bleed.
So it were an accident. Well, that's that then. Do you need any help packing?
Well, it's no accident that he was hit. And that's what killed him. So I'll be staying around until I find the man who hit him. The White Cliff flats behind this arcade, they're yours, aren't they? I mean, I know they're in your wife's name, but to all intents and purposes, they're yours, right?
Right.
Forensics have found traces of Mike Hooley's hair and blood in the White Cliff flats.
Well, in the circumstances, I won't be charging rent.
So Mike Hooley's body was moved from your flats to your arcade by someone who had keys to both.
Well, the keys aren't going to turn up now, are they?
Why'd you say that?
There's only a prick to hold on to the evidence.
Perhaps it's a prick I'm looking for. And you've made a statement that you sent Danny home in a cab at around midnight, so that's him in the clear. Oh, and we've got a witness who saw you in Romeo's nightclub at the same time as Mike Hooley. Said you two had an altercation.
I know where you're getting this shit.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you did.
I tried so hard not to come.
I thought I'd said everything the other day.
I hadn't.
I've been scared of your dad since school. And when I found out that you were his daughter... I know it sounds stupid, but in my darkest thoughts, I thought that maybe he'd sent you.
What? That's crazy.
I know. But it seems so unlikely that somebody like you would fall for somebody like... Anyway, that suddenly fitted.
When you first met me, what did you see?
What?
What did you see?
I saw a beautiful young woman who laughed at my jokes. And one time your smile stayed, and I thought for a moment that maybe there was something about me that you found What's the point of this, Cheyenne?
What you felt then, that's what's real. Nothing's changed. It's just you and me. Not my dad, not your age. This is how we feel about each other. And all the rest of it is just stuff.
Just stuff.
Yeah, well, I was going for the big finish, but I kind of blew it, I think.
You're brilliant. You know that.
And you promise not to be scared off by him again.
Scared off by him? After the other day when he started taking your clothes off in the theatre, it's you I'm scared of.
So, somebody killed Mike Hooley, then kept his body in Ripley's flats for 24 hours.
Imagine that passes for normal in these parts. Anybody could have access to those flats. You just ring the doorbell and you're in.
We start with Hayley, that prostitute, though, don't we?
No sign of a struggle in her room. No sign of a struggle, full stop.
What if Danny hit him outside the flat and then needed to stash the body inside?
Danny?
Yeah.
Have you seen the size of him? Nah, that's far more Ripley style.
Well, we've got evidence that Danny was in a fight, not Ripley.
Without a witness, I'm not sure we can say the fight happened at all. It's a paradox that Wittgenstein would have a lot to say about.
Well, let's bring him in for interview.
You thought any more about what they were saying about Jim?
I'm getting too old for this, lark. My heart's beating like I don't know what.
We just had Carlisle down the arcade. He knows more about what I own and what I don't own than I do. Someone's filling in the blanks for him.
You ever had that, you know? When you can talk to a woman dead easy, make her laugh and that. And then the minute that you start to fancy him, it's like you've forgotten how to speak.
He was standing next to me at Romeo's, eh? Who can put me there? Jim Albright, snitch bastard.
Look, I know you're wrong about him.
You know your trouble is you're too trusting.